is Jeordie. Welcome to the fitness segment.
We're at Studio Joe's in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this studio specializes in the Pilates method of body conditioning. Join us for a workout. Pilates is a method of body conditioning that strengthens what Joseph Pilates called your powerhouse, which is your inner thighs, your abdominals, your glutes, and
Everything,
that's it. Everything, yeah.
That's great.
It's internal training. It works from the inside out. It creates a long, lean muscle, so you don't end up bulky. You just really,
That's wonderful.
It's a lot of movement, so you just keep moving and
So
create long,
it's something
lean
that
muscles.
everybody at any age could do.
At any age, yeah.
That's wonderful.
It's great for everybody.
Great. So, what is the main focus of Pilates?
The main focus?
The main focus is it? Does it use your
Strengthening the
stomach
powerhouse.
muscles,
Yes.
right?
The stomach,
Right.
Your abdominals, your inner thighs, and your glutes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of that. So,
all the equipment that you see here helps you build that, and then there are other exercises that you do too.
wow.
Yeah.
So you
Just for
can
fun.
build your arms, your legs.
Oh yeah, but it all comes
Well,
from the center. It all
okay.
comes from here, internally,
Wow.
inside out.
Wow.
So as this gets stronger, actually your limbs elongate, and you don't use the limbs. You make the movements from the center.
Yeah, I like
your
the-
legs get leaned out and your arms.
That's
get
a
leaned
wonderful
out.
thing. A lot of the
That's
times,
great.
well, even for me, I tend to get a little bulkier when I lift the
Yeah.
weights.
Yeah, because
sometimes
that's-
it'd be nice to have nice balance to
Right.
have that stretching movement.
Exactly. It's a broader range of motion every movement that you make. So it's a
Wow.
little different than weight training. Weight training sort of shortens the muscles. This elongates the muscle.
That's
And
great.
it re-educates you how to move from your center.
What a
Yeah.
great thing.
It is great.
It's a nice
I love it.
alternative.
It's a nice
Definitely.
alternative. You feel so great after you do it. You don't
Yeah.
feel heavy or bulky.
Right.
You know, you feel very light, and it works your internal organs as well through
Does-
the breath.
Mhm.
and
Does it
everything.
also kind of stretch you at the same time?
Absolutely.
So that's a wonderful
Absolutely.
thing, because a lot of
As
times,
you're working the muscle, strengthening it, it's stretching it.
yeah,
as
a lot of
well.
times you don't want to stretch when you're doing a workout.
Right.
It's nice to combine it all together.
Right. Yeah.
That's
There's a lot of
great.
stretching in between each exercise and during exercises as well.
Wonderful. So would you say this is a good addition to any workout that you were doing
Yeah,
as
it
well?
makes anything that you're
If you-
doing, it helps you do it better.
Wow, that's a great
lot
thing.
better.
So the machines are the basis. Can you do Pilates without the
Actually,
machine?
Pilates was based around what the mat exercises, which are a lot of floor exercises. But in order to do the mat exercises correctly, you need to have strength, and a lot of people don't have strength.
Right,
So
correct.
they have to build it. So each piece of equipment that you see here works on building your powerhouse, your inner thighs, your glutes, your stomach. And the abdominals are very long, so it really works on that. And as you get stronger, your mat gets better. And the mat is something you can take wherever you go. Once you learn the mat, that's your foundation. And you
Wow.
can travel with that, and you don't.
What
you
a
know,
great
just have it-
thing.
you
Oh,
don't
I
have
love
to have a
that
studio.
idea.
Got certified in '97 and started in January '97.
So if someone does it 3 times a week for a year, would they work up to this level, or would it take 4 years?
Depends on the individual and where their activity and their athleticism they're starting from.
Probably flexibility has an awful lot to do
If
with
they're an athletic person before, and then they start Pilates, just going to enhance anything else that they've already previously been doing. But if they are coming from a standpoint where they've never exercised in their life, or they have injuries like a back injury or a neck injury, things like that, that will keep them a little bit back before someone else.
And you get a lot
They
of
won't
people with
progress as
injuries.
quickly.
Right, you get a lot of people with injuries.
A lot of people with back problems, very, very common today in today's society because of too much sedentary and no exercise. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to spot your leg? You're okay.
I'm okay.
That's
So you need shot of her foot, of her feet, at the bottom of that.
This one looks easier than that, of course.
Back. Push you up to the side, yeah. Okay, hang on. You come back down. Keep lifting up through this hip here. Lengthen this leg out towards the window. That's it. Relax your feet, drop your head, look into your stomach. That's it. Come all the way down. Okay.
Demonstrate the back, but I don't think I can go
Why don't you just do the regular, well, the tonal stretch is same, with both legs similar to the pull-up. What about, bottoms up?
First,
Okay, move your hips from just a little bit. Now keep your knees long and stretch and press. Heels to the bottom, push, push, push the elbows when walking and pull down through here. That's it. And one leg, reach out. And push, push to the floor and pull up. Push, and push, and push. Keep the spring up and switch. And push, down, push, heel to bottom, and come up. Hold it, hold the springs. Feet on the pedal and sit down. I'm going to tell her just so she doesn't have a seat with your bottom here. Okay, you want to come down closer to me. So you're sort of at an angle this way, yeah. Okay, you're no bigger than a minute. Okay, lie on your back, put your head down there.
on this?
Yeah, into the headrest, yeah, right in between there, and your shoulders are going to go right against those blocks there, so it fits just like a puzzle piece. Now your feet come up here, okay? You're going to move over to your left just a little bit, yeah. Hands down low by your side. Now, that's right. See, in Pilates, we always keep this symmetrical, so you want to keep that. Now, we're going to do a series of footwork, okay, and you're using your stomach and your seat to push the springs out. So extend your legs out long, keeping the heels where they are, press all the way, extend the legs. Bend your knees and come back into me. That's right. Snap, crackle, pop. Push out, and orchestra going on there. Push out, push from here, stretch the legs all the way, long thighs, and come back in. So you're always working what we call our powerhouse, which is your lower abdominals and your gluteal muscle. You keep going as I speak to you, yeah. Push out and come back in. So you learn that you move your limbs by using your stomach and your seat, which we call the powerhouse in Pilates, and come back in.
The posture is called a scoop, correct?
The posture in Pilates actually is not a scoop. As you're thinking of scooping the abdominals, that's by using them a little bit more, just by rounding the back. But we do all different positions of the spine, so you're supported in every position.
Do you feel a workout when you do it?
It's not enough resistance.
Not enough resistance?
No.
Sometimes when you're doing Pilates, we have different springs, and depending on your size or your weight, we'll use more or less springs. As you become more controlled in Pilates, you actually use less springs because it takes more control from you to pull the carriage back in. What you're lying on is called the carriage, and this is the reformer. So we're on the next position. You're like a bird on a perch, heels down and toes over. Push out, extend the legs, push out. And now pull the springs back in. Feel a little more resistance there? Okay, push out. You want to use the backs of the legs and the bottom to extend the legs. So you're not just pressing with the legs, and pull back in. So you really feel this working. And push out, stretch the thighs, and pull back in. And stay all the way in. So the series of footwork that we do is at different pressure points of the foot, which gets to different organs in the body. And that's why we do
Do you feel it now? Can you feel like a workout in your stomach? I know when I did Pilates, my stomach instantly was the workout, the major workout.
Every exercise that you do in Pilates comes from your powerhouse and using your stomach and your gluteal muscles. But everything in it's a total body conditioning, so it's not just your arms or just your legs. You're always using this coming from there in every exercise. Pull your toes towards you, towards your knees. You want to hold that position, and again, press out, extend the legs. And pull back in. So rhythm and dynamics is also part of Pilates, so you really want to push out, and pull back in. So you have the fluidity of the movement, which is going to help you use the muscles correctly. And come back in. And press out. Push and pull. And press and pull. So we try not to hear those springs. There, quiet as a mouse. There you go. One more. Push out. And come on back in. Yeah. There we go. Be safe by doing this on your own at home. There are a couple things you want to remember. Begin by bringing your knees into your chest. Always do this first so you protect your back. And you want to bring your legs up. You want to keep your knees bent if it bothers your back, or you can extend your legs straight to the ceiling. You never want to feel pressure in, you never want to feel pain in your lower back. You're going to lift your head up and look into your stomach. So you're holding your head up by using your abdominals. Again, if you feel any pain in your neck, You want to put your head down during the exercise. You want to pump the arms symmetrically up and down about 4 to 6 inches, close to the body, and you're going to breathe in with the air for 5 counts, and then you exhale, blow out the air. Ideally, you want to breathe in and out through your nose, and exhale, blow out the air, keeping the arms vigorously pumping. This is for warming up the body and for circulation and getting oxygen to all the muscles. This is why we always begin with this exercise in Pilates, in a Pilates session. As you become more advanced, you want to take your legs lower until you're about 2 inches to the mat. She keeps her ribs pulling in her head, looking into her stomach, and she breathes in for 5, and she breathes out for 5. And you do that for 10 counts, and believe me, you'll feel that in your abdominals and in your gluteal muscles. Make sure you're staying tight.
If I remember correctly, I think my thighs
Your knees in.
felt a small burn as well.
It's the whole body workout, but it gets everything moving in the body, and that's why I always begin with it in Pilates.
Up and over. That's right. Stay with the leg. Go up in 1. And switch. And 2. And switch. And 3. And switch and then pike it down. Down, pike. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And down. Good. That's one exercise.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Same here.
Go ahead. And you don't have to do anything else, but just come down. That's right. That's right. That's nice. Good. Yeah.
Feet are too small. Can you bring the right one closer to me? This one. Yeah.
And right.
Yeah, now a little bit this one. Sorry. Here we go.
Okay, she's going to do a back bend now. Push away. Back home. And then pull it in. Good. Just change the toe. Through twist. Okay, wait a second. Okay, now she's going to twist off. Which way? Go to the right first. Twist. Turn around that way. Up and around. And face. Good. Up. And over to the left. So this will be good. Twist away. Sorry, I pushed it the wrong way. Good. And put it right up. Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's probably not so up on 3, 2, 3,
That was
4,
And then I'll
5, and now exhale, head back.
You guys should all do it like I thought it. We'll just add it together and work.
Flat to the ceiling, head here, in line. Pull up on 1,
film it because you're going to just put it in
and
our
come down,
later.
and come into my hand, squeeze up, and come back down, and come down and round. And all the way. Pick up your hips. And squeeze up, exhale, head back, flatten, come to the ceiling,
I might be able to do it.
up 1, and down, just 1 more, up, squeezing the seat muscles, and come down, and now round your back, bring your chin to your chest, and then step down.
Stretches.
What's this machine called?
This is the barrel. So I'm just stretching on the barrel right now. But as I'm standing here, I'm using my stomach to put my stomach in place, and the back of my leg. It's holding me up, so I'm squeezing my bottom. I'm using my powerhouse just to stretch. So I'm pulling up my inner thighs into my stomach, squeezing my bottom, and just taking an inhale, because you want to use your breath. Inhaling and exhaling forward. And then inhaling and rolling up. So I'm still using my powerhouse just to do a simple stretch.
Just to do a simple stretch. Are you up on your toes at all?
No, I'm just
Completely
supporting I'm supporting myself with my glutes, my inner thighs, and my stomach.
And that's a very important concept for Pilates,
Right.
the
That's
powerhouse
everything.
concept. What
Right.
are we doing over here?
Jan's doing leg springs, and actually she's doing the same thing. In order for her to do this, she's keeping her stomach tight, her bottom tight, her inner thighs, and she's making the movements. She's also pushing against this bar to help keep her back muscles down and her ribs tight. So, again, just using your powerhouse. And pressing out with the bottom. Okay, that's nice. That's good. Okay, so
3 of each, that's normal.
This is really cool equipment. You're really gonna.
Maybe when you guys should talk and work through it so you're more synchronized.
Okay. Go ahead, Alicia.
Squeeze the bottom, roll back, hold the position, open the arms, press back, pull up and over, head to knees, nose to tailbone, lift the arms, and stretch over. Lift the arms to the L position, bring up the face, squeeze the seat, stomach tight, tip back from your hips. Lift up tall out of your waist, reach for the walls. Round, and then out the stomach, pull back to the tailbone. Lift the arms, reach the ankles, stomach across, squeeze the bottom, stomach tight. Tip back from the hips. Keep the length in the waist as you come up. Reach forward, round, pull back to the tailbone. Lengthen the arms, widen, stretch over. Last one, lengthen tall. Tip back, the arms where they are. Stationary as you come up. Reach forward, round, pull the fingertips to the floor, to the tailbone.